Dear students, Chapter 1 Reflection of Light at Curved Surfaces. In this chapter, the first section 1.1 Reflection of Light by Spherical Mirrors. In this section, we will discuss about laws of reflection. We will also discuss about how to draw a normal to a surface. A light ray is falling on a mirror. It is bouncing back, and the falling ray is called incident ray, and the returning ray is known as reflected ray. Dear students, consider a plane surface. Consider a plane surface. Let us consider this as a mirror surface. Now, consider a light is falling on the plane surface. A light ray is falling on the plane surface. This falling ray is called incident ray. This falling ray is called incident ray. When the light falls on a plane surface mirror, it returns back to the same medium. It rebounds, it bounces back, and this returning ray is called reflected ray. Now, see here. This is a plane mirror. This is the plane mirror surface, plane surface. Now, a light ray is falling on the plane surface and it returns back. Now, this is called reflection. Now, here we can observe only three things. One is incident ray, another is reflected ray, and the third one is plane surface of the mirror. Now, here the incident ray is falling on the surface of the mirror at an angle GI. At an angle GI. At an angle GI. Now, this GI is called glancing angle of incidence. This GI is called glancing angle of incidence. That means the light ray is falling on the surface of the mirror at an angle GI. This is called glancing angle of incidence. Now the light ray is returning back or bouncing back, making an angle GR with the surface of the mirror. Now this GR is called glancing angle of reflection. Now see here. Now we have angle of this incident ray, and we have reflected ray and the plane surface mirror. Now we cannot measure here the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So in order to explain angle of incidence and angle of reflection, we have to take one imaginary concept called normal. So normal we draw here. A normal is a perpendicular line drawn on the surface of the mirror at the point of contact here. I draw like this because it is an imaginary line. A normal is a perpendicular line drawn on the surface of the mirror at the point of contact between IR and RR. Now here, when you consider this, now here the angle between the normal and the incident ray is called angle I. Now, the angle between the normal and the incident ray is called angle of incident I. The angle between the normal and the reflected ray is called angle of reflection R. Now, the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. For example, if angle of incidence is 30 degrees and the angle of reflection is also 30 degrees. Now, see here. Now this is a normal, this is angle of incidence is 30 degrees. When it is making a 30 degrees, this in respect of the normal, this reflected ray can make an angle 30 degrees like this, or it can also make 30 degrees in this direction, or it can also make in this direction also. So with respect to the normal, the reflected ray can make angle of reflection or in any other direction also. In order to avoid that confusion, we have introduced a new concept known as plane. What is plane here? A plane is an imaginary concept. See here, like this. Now here the incident ray and the normal and the reflected ray stay or appear in the same plane. So the first law of reflection says the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray lie on the same plane, or else the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray exist in the same plane. This is first law of reflection. And we have one more law, that is called second law of reflection. The angle of incident is equal to the angle of reflection. So angle I is equal to angle R. The angle of incidence is measured starting from normal and moving towards the incident ray. Similarly, the angle of reflection is measured starting from normal and moving towards the reflected ray. And the speed, frequency and wavelength of incident ray is equal to the speed, frequency and wavelength of the reflected ray. Also remember, the laws of reflection are true for plane surfaces and also true for curved surfaces, and the laws of reflection are not valid or not true for irregular reflections. In the examination, the examiners may ask the students about the laws of reflection. Now, in that case, we have to write like this. A light ray is falling on a plane surface. A light ray is falling on a plane surface. The first law of reflection, the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal exist on the same plane. The incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal exist on the same plane. The incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal lie on the same plane. Lie or exist on the same plane. The incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal exist in the same plane, on the same plane, or appear in the same plane or lie on the same plane. Now, second law of reflection. The angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle I is equal to angle R. Now, angle I is equal to angle R. Now, in the same concept, the others also tell that it is easy to draw a normal. It is easy to draw a normal on a plane surface. Now, and it is easy to locate the normal also on a plane surface. Now, in the next session, we'll discuss about how to draw a normal when the surface is not plane, when the surface is curved, or when the surface is bent.